Hey everyone, my name is Wilbur Hancock. Welcome to the Hancock Family Garage. I am a speeder rider from Southern California, and today I'm going to be going over some of the safety features that we wear and the motorcycle itself. Let's get into the bike and some of the specialized parts on it. We have these covers on the bike to protect it from all the dirt that gets flung up from everyone else. We have our throttle right here. From the throttle, it goes down into the carburetor, and I can take the air filter off to show you guys. We take the air filter off and you see the slide in there. You see how it's opening and closing? Well, when you open it, it sucks in air. Our air filter keeps all of that air clean. It also mixes with the fuel, ignites from the spark plug, and that's how you get your motor running. Of course you have your engine running, but you can't have an engine fully functioning without a transmission. We have our dry clutch right here. Compared to a standard motorcycle you could find at any kind of dealership, this is a dry clutch that you can adjust from the outside of the bike. Here we have our engine sprocket that controls the primary chain right here. Let's talk about clutch tension. Right here we have the springs. The harder you turn in, the harder it's going to hit. The more you back it off, the softer it's going to be. Here you see the clutch engaging and disengaging. When you have it disengaged, the back wheel can move freely without even worrying about the engine if it's going to rev or not. So if you're revving your engine and you have your clutch in, your bike's not going to go anywhere. But if you have it engaged, that means everything is moving and everything is stable. Welcome back to the cockpit of the bike. Right here, this is where you control. You're disengaging and engaging your clutch. Moving it out gives it less slack in the clutch and it will engage farther away from the handlebars. Moving it in, it will engage closer to the handlebars. Let's talk about the sprocket here. This is a basic setup for this bike. You can adjust everything on the front of the engine and the lay shaft, but this is when you do the quick changes on the bike in between heats. Coming on to the other side of the bike, we have the muffler. And the main reason for this muffler is to keep the noise level down. We spoke about the carburetor, the clutch, and the muffler, but the most important part is the engine right here. This is a GTR 500cc, specifically made for Speedway. This is a 4-valve, single-cylinder engine running on pure methanol. Moving on to the wheels, we are constantly checking our spokes to make sure that they are tight and that our whole wheel is true. One of the major differences of a speedo bike is that the whole frame is solid, but in the front we do have some shock absorption. On this specific bike we have an air shock compared to other ones that have a dampener and then rubber bands in the back. One of the major reasons we have an air shock instead of the dampener is that it's more predictable and we know that the rubber bands aren't going to snap, and we can also control the rebound. That was just a brief overview of the speedo bike, and I hope that gave you a little bit more understanding about the speedo bike itself and the differences compared to other motorcycles.